Here are the jugs and the bottles that we use. All of them mostly are just reused bottles. We've purchased a lot of wine, and my parents give me these bottles. And then the jugs we've actually purchased. That was what we first used for the first batch, but now that we're on the second batch, we have some nice bottles to use. So basically, we take all of these, and we'll just go ahead and do the 1 gallon jug first, and then we just put it down here. And then of course we have our bottle and everything here that we use, as well as the siphon hose. And I've got all the sanitizing solution here already started, so let me go ahead and take the top off. And then we have to put our siphon hose down in there to make sure we get that. And now we have to start the flow to get it in there. Alright, the flow is now started, so here it is. The stuff is coming out into the jug. And I've also added 2 of these 750 milliliter wine bottles over here to the side, and I'm going to fill them up at the same time. I'm putting it in our 5-gallon ale pail here, just to make sure that none of it gets on the floor and cause any damage to the floor. So keep that in mind when you need to sanitize everything. Make sure that you have that taken care of as well. So it'll take just a little bit of time here, and we'll get all these sanitized right up. And the 1-gallon jug is just about full. We're going to let it soap right over the top here with all the bubbles, just like that. Make sure that we get it real good and filled. Again, that's why I've got these on the gallon or the 5-gallon bucket here. Let's go over here and do one of the 750 milliliter wine bottles, and this will take just a few moments here. Okay, everything has now been taken out of the ale pail, so we're going to go ahead and move all the wine in here down into there. So just the same process we did in the previous video. And now the wine is flowing into the container, and it's going to take quite a while to go ahead and do this. So just hold on tight, and we'll be back and go ahead and put them all in the bottles after this. Well, there's just a little bit of residue left down in the bottom of the better bottle here. The siphon doesn't get all of it since it has a little tip on the end to try to keep from pulling up any of the sediment. So here's all the wine right now. And I'm going to go ahead and set this up on the table, and we'll start going ahead and bottling it. Okay, we have everything all set up and primed and ready to go to fill the bottles now. I went ahead and filled up one of them, so this is one of the gallon jugs. So we're going to go ahead and fill up one of the smaller little 750 milliliter bottles that's sitting down here right now. Have to put it lower in order to get the gravity flow. So we're going to go ahead and start filling that. One thing I wanted to show everybody is this little piece right here that is attached to the siphon hose. This is a little clamp, and it's got little notches right up here that will allow me to push on this, and then it will slow the flow of the wine through the hose. That way, when I'm done with a bottle, we can just shut it right off, push it all the way in, then it shuts the flow off. As you can see here, nothing's going past that point. So that helps when we are filling the wine and we need to stop it. we are almost done now with the wine. As you can see over here, we have quite a bit of wine. So we have some 1 gallon jugs over here. These all are 1.5 liters, and then these two over here are 750 milliliters. So we just actually have a little more to go, and we're going to go ahead and fill that now. Again, we just stick that down into the bottle, and then we have the little kind of like on-off switch right here. We just release this, and it pops up, and the flow starts. So this will be the last bottle that we have, and then it will be all done. Okay, and that concludes the video. This again is Brian with bsntech.com. I'm going to try a little bit of our wine here. It's pretty strong.